Hello guys, XIV here, and welcome to my guide for Sigmascape V2.0, also known as V6S. I'll be covering the whole fight from start to finish. The sequence of mechanics never change, so you basically need to pay attention to it. Before the fight starts, make sure you have the blue paint on you. It will save some DPS and give you some more time. As soon as the fight starts, the boss gonna use a radio-wide AoE damage, causing damage to all players. Just heal everyone as usual. The next skill gonna be Demonic Sure. This is this fight's tank buster. Heal and pop up cooldowns as you see fit. Now the boss gonna use Possession. For this Possession, you're gonna need Fire Resistance, which you can get using your blue color on the river paint. Now there will be a twister-like formation that appears close to the boss. There is two ways to deal with it. You can have all players go there and share the damage, what I don't recommend, or you can make like our group. Just make your off-tank pop Hollow Ground, Living Dead, or Home Gang and take it alone. Next mechanic is Poltergeist. When Ed will tether itself with one of the healers. This healer can't let the Ed catch him. At the same time, the second boss will cast Divine Lure. Make sure that no player is looking to the second boss, including the healer with the tether. After one more AoE and tank buster, the boss will cast Demonic Pain. It will tether 2 tanks and 2 DPS. Simply make sure that the tanks and DPS are far away from each other. Now the boss will possess another picture. Remember that the sequence of mechanics never change, the same goes for the pictures possessed. After the possession, the boss will summon one big AoE under every player of the group. Stack everyone of the group where the video shows and move away when it appears. After it, one player will need to do the pink color mechanic. In our group case, it was a healer, or better, me. You're gonna have to mount Typhoon and blow away just one feather. As long as your group is stacked on one like shown in the video, that single feather that I blew away should be more than enough to avoid any damage. Now you're gonna need to assign one position for your off-tank to stay, and the rest of the group goes away from him. You can do like we did in the video. One DPS will be marked with a red marker. This mark will cause a curse. This curse will explode and do high damage to all players around it. The DPS marked with it must pass his spray to the off-tank and go away from him. Be ready to heal the off-tank here. After one more AoE and tank buster, the second boss will summon another Ed. Again, it will tether itself with one of the healers. And during it, another Divine Lure will come. Same thing as before. Make sure no one look to the second boss, including the healer who is running away from the Hyper Ed. During the time the healer is running away, the boss will mark one player for share damage. The free healer must be ready to heal the group here, because the boss will do another AoE damage right after the share damage. Now the boss will possess 2 pictures at the same time, while the second boss gonna attack with a wave that will cover almost the entire map. The way to avoid it is to first get fire resistance, then take the black color and use it on the black paint on the ground. After that, everyone must go to the number 2, like is shown in the video, to avoid take the wave attack from the second boss. After materialize, the boss will cast another Demonic Pain. Just avoid it the same way as before. Right after that, the boss will cast Lullaby. It's gonna place a debuff that will wipe all your mana and won't let you heal your group members. To avoid it, you will need to summon the center arena paint on the ground. The way we did this was to have all ranged players to have one color each and wait for Lullaby to be cast. After that, we all use our colors on the paint on the ground and clean the negative status. Healers be ready here. The boss will do 2 raid-wide AoE attacks right after it. Now the boss will target 2 players after a few seconds. 2 small AoE will appear under them. Those AoE will follow the players and will pulse 5 times. Anyone inside of the area of the pulses will be hit by it. So make sure that the 2 players that are targeted by it are away from the group and moving. Right after that, 1 player will again be targeted by the curse. Same thing as before. Transfer your prey to the off tank and make sure that your group stays away from him. Now the boss will process the 2 pictures on the opposite side. You will need to use the yellow color on the paint as shown in the video. After that, stack your group in the same position as before. Wait for the AoE and move behind the rock. After the wave attack, the healer responsible for Typhoon must take the pink color and mount it, so that he can blow away the feather. During it, your group must go back to the same position as before the wave, so that they are not hit by the feathers. Now the boss will summon a few small AoEs twice. During it, 1 player will be targeted by sheer damage. The trick here is to bait the AoEs and make sure everyone is stuck back for the sheer damage. After 1 more demonic pain, the boss gonna use flash float. At the same time, 1 more DPS will again be targeted by the curse. Repeat the same process. Transfer your prey to the off tank and make sure no one is close to him. Now the boss will process the other 2 pictures again. It is almost the same as the last time, but this time there will be no wave. Instead, a twister-like formation will appear again close to the center of the arena. So basically, take the blue color Fire Resistance, the black color Airplane, wait for the Earth Shaker, and send your off tank with Home Gun, Hollow Ground, or Living Dead to take the twister. After Demonic Pain, another Reaper Head will appear and target the healer. This time there is a small difference. The Divine Lure that the second boss cast will be delayed by about 4 to 5 seconds. So there is a trick to deal with the Reaper Head here. When the healer with the tether looks to the head will not move. The head only moves when you are not looking to it. So basically, when you get the tether, look to the head, wait 4 to 5 seconds, and only then start moving away from it so that you can avoid Divine Lure as well. Now this is the last part, but is also the same as before. Use the yellow color on the rock paint, stack on one, move behind the rock, wait for flash flood, summon typhoon, blow away the feather, and finish the boss. Alright guys, if you have done everything right and have a good DPS, you should be able to clear it. There will be no more mechanics. The next skill the boss you cast is also the last one, what you know very well as Enrage. Well, that's all for today. I hope you have good drops and nice clears. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.